Hey, 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 what's going on, beautiful people? So listen, you guys know who I am. I'm Dr. Sheila Quinn, owner and founder of the Liberated Kitchen, and we are doing the reverse type 2 diabetes challenge, right? That's what we're doing. So today we're on day 3. So if you missed the other 2 days, go back and watch them because they all lead up. They all pile up against each other. And so today what we're talking about is keeping accountability of what you eat. So let me tell you. So day 1, you need to contact your doctor because you need to make sure that they know that you're making some changes to your diet and lifestyle, right? And then we said, what was day 2? We need to get a notebook. We need to get a notebook and write everything down, right? Steal one from your kids. It's back to school, so we know they got plenty of notebooks, right? So that's what we did there. And today we're going to talk about accountability, meaning talking about what is it that you eat every day? Like, seriously, what is it that you eat every day? Here's the thing. Every time I get on a consultation call with people, the first thing they say to me is, well, I don't eat bad. I really eat good. All right. And unfortunately, for most African Americans, when we say that we don't eat bad, we really eat good, what we mean is that we're eating chicken breast and salmon, all right? So we eating all the fish and all the chicken, and we might have some green beans. But when that conversation goes deeper, what I learned is that, yeah, you're having chicken and fish, but you're having like 3 and 4 and 5 servings of it a day. So remember on day 1, I said that diabetes is not just a sugar problem. It's not just on carbs. It's on fat too, right? So diabetes is a combination of having too much sugar and too much fat going on, and it's causing you problems. So we have to fix those. And where is that fat showing up at? That fat is showing up in our protein. We're intaking too much protein and added oils. And so again, when you have a salad, I'm sure, just like my kids, loading it up with salad dressing. So all that added oil, that's where the problem is. So we have to cut back on those things. And so, like I said, everyone always swear that their diet is clean. I'm not saying that your diet is bad. We just got some things off. Like we're cutting back on the carbs, but yet we're loading on the protein. And with that protein comes saturated fat. Yes, even chicken breast has saturated fat. Even fish has saturated fat. All right, and so that's what we gotta figure that part out. Because when we get rid of the fat, we can get rid of the fat that's around our organs and allow our pancreas to start working properly again. All right, and so what do we need to do? We need to download the apps. You get to choose which one. My favorite is MyFitnessPal. I use MyFitnessPal to track everything that I'm eating when I'm trying to track my food. So it literally requires you to track low in everything, okay? And then the other one is called Chronometer. Chronometer. Let me see if I'm spelling it right. Chronometer. C-R-O-N-O. I can't spell. C-R-O-N-O-M-E-T-E-R. Lord, let me see if I can help you with that. Let's see. It looks just like this. Is that focusing? Chronometer. All right, there we go. Chronometer. Okay, so that's the app, Chronometer. All right, so you can download this one. The difference in the two, they basically work the same. The difference is in the two is that Chronometer gives you more accountability options for free than MyFitnessPal. I believe MyFitnessPal is $19.99 a month or $79 a year. This also, Chronometer has advanced version is too, but for what we're doing, you really don't need a paid subscription right now. Like now, if you work with me one-on-one and we dive deep into the woods, you're gonna need a paid subscription to one of them because we gotta go deeper, okay? But for what we're doing now, I just want you to track just one day. Like this be the hardest thing for people to do. Track for one day everything you're eating, okay? What we're looking for is the fat count. We're looking for the fat count over the carbs, right? Like we can work carbs out, but we got to get a handle on that fat, all right? So we're looking for the fat, okay? And a lot of times, if you're eating meat all day long, that's the problem. If you're eating meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if you're eating meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 2 snacks, not just the meat. If you're eating eggs, all of that, we're looking for this fat that is contributing to the problem with the carbs. Okay, the carbs, we're gonna work that out, but first we got to get to the fat and see what we're eating. So one day. Okay, all I'm asking for is one day. Give me 1 day of tracking. So what are we doing today? Today is day 3, okay? And today we are doing accountability. We are tracking everything we've ate in 1 day, all right? And when you track it, when you know, we're gonna write down in our journal, right? In our notebooks, we're gonna write down how many grams of fat we're eating in a day. That's what we're chasing. We're chasing the fat, okay? So how many grams of fat that we're eating in a day? How many grams of protein? We're also chasing the protein. How many grams of protein that we're eating in a day? Because here's the problem. Most Americans, for what I know the reason, but we have been led to believe that we need a high protein diet in order to lose weight. That is totally not the case, all right? The average person needs between 20 to 30 grams of protein a day. All right, I'm talking about sanitary people, like people that ain't doing nothing. Like, I'm finna be home all day. I'm finna wash some dishes. I'm finna cook some meals. I'm finna chill out. I'm not exerting a lot of energy at all. So therefore, I don't need a lot of protein in today. But if I were to listen to what society has taught us, I'll be around here trying to get in 100 grams of protein a day because that's what I need to burn fat. I ain't did shit to burn fat, first of all. I'm just saying. So we got to get a handle on this information. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, if you need some backup, because everything that I'm teaching you has been backed by science and has been researched, and we have publications on it. And one of the best books to explain protein to us is this book called Proteinaholic, and it's by Garth Davis. All right. This is my kids. This is on my kids' summer reading list. This is my kids' summer reading list. It talks about everything we need to know about protein and the lies we've been told about protein and how protein is causing us to have this influx of diabetes in our country, all right? So go get the book if you want to learn for yourself. It's called Proteinaholic. It's by Garth Davis. I have it on Audible. I think I'm listening to it for like the 3rd time right about now. I also have it in this format, in a book format. My kids have it. All summer long, that has been my kids' summer camp. I did not send them away this year. I made them stay home and work on learning how to cook and learning nutrition. And so this is one of the books that they've had to read. My kids are not that old. They're like 11 and 13. But we want to start educating our kids and giving them this knowledge now so that they don't become the people that we are today, right? So we want to reverse that, okay? And if your child does have diabetes, this challenge is also for you and your child, okay? So definitely, that's what we're working on. Another book that I recommend, I don't have it in front of me right now, but it's Sugar, Salt, Fat. That was the first book that I had my kids read during our nutrition summer camp. And so they finished that one up, and now we're reading Proteinaholic. Please grab this book, okay? I am not being endorsed. I do not receive any money from this. I just know that this book right here has definitely been a key part of helping me help other families fix their diabetes issue. All right, so go get the book. So let's recap one more time. We're on day 3 of this challenge. The first day, day 1, I told you to go contact your doctor, let them know you need an appointment for 30 days out so that they can check your A1C. And that, we can see our progress, right? On day 2, I told you to get a notebook so you can start tracking and writing things down. And on day 2, I told you the first things that you need to write down is your current A1C level and your weight. Because again, we're tracking. And so today is day 3, and I'm telling you to download the app, MyFitnessPal Chronometer, right? Chronometer. Well, I really suggest Chronometer because it's free right now. Download that app and track everything you're eating in one day so that we can find the enemy, okay? I want you to be able to identify and find your enemy. What is holding you back? I have a family member and she's like, well, I don't eat carbs. I just don't understand why my diabetes just won't get under control. Because It's not the carbs. Now, granted, they do play a part, but for the most part, it's your protein. It's your saturated fat. That's the problem. And so we've been working all that out, removing that out her diet. Now, I'm not saying that we can't go back to it, but we got to clean it up, right? We gotta dump out the tanks. We got to dump out all the fat before we can, add any fat back in. So we gotta get a handle on that saturated fat and stop eating so much protein. But all right, you guys, talk to you later. Bye.